Hello everyone, this is Viren and welcome to today's fantasy match preview for the game between the West Indies Board President 11 versus England. This preview is powered by Nostra Pro, and do keep in mind this game, even though it's a test match, it is a practice game, so you will see all 15 players who might take part at some point or the other. This game is also going to be played at Antigua, the Coolidge ground, where you can see some movement for the pacers up front. At the end of the third or the fourth day, you would also see something for spin. So all in all, a balanced pitch. And now let's get to the fantasy preview for today. So this is my fantasy team for today. I've gone with 2 keepers, 3 batters, 3 bowlers and 3 all-rounders. So quickly, let's get into the options for this game. First up, the keepers and batters for today. So the 2 keepers I've gone with are Shane Dowrich and Ben Foakes. Now do keep in mind, England look at Johnny Bairstow as a proper batting option, while Ben Foakes is their keeper for this tour, which also means they'd want to have a good hard look at Ben Foakes this practice game, as they want to play him in the main matches. Also, an abundant practice, especially in the warm-up games, where after a batsman gets a good score, he's generally subbed out, which means that even if Bairstow does end up settling in, if England want to have a look at the other choices, it could mean he would be subbed out. So that's why just taking a slight pun there and going with both the keepers who are going to hold their own behind the stumps as well. Then with the 3 batters, Joe Root, default pick, my vice captain for this game. Again, not my captain because he might be subbed out after playing a decent little knock, so I don't want to take that chance on a pure batter. Second pick, Oli Pope, looked in decent nick of late, but he's not got that big knock, probably due and should come in anytime soon. Third pick is Jeremy Solazano. Now do keep in mind that he did make his debut recently, but due to a concussion, he had to be subbed off, so he'll want to prove himself big time come this big game. So here we go with the keepers and the batters. Now on to the next section. So now on to your favorite section and mine, the all-rounders and the bowlers. So the first pick for me and everybody is going to be Ben Stokes, the world's best all-rounder undoubtedly. Been in a lean patch off late, but he's all class and he's also my captaincy choice because, like I mentioned, I'd rather go with a multifaceted player in a practice game because I want them to have that exposure both sides with bat and with ball. Second choice would be Chris Woakes. Chris Woakes is a master of moving that red ball, so he's an undoubted pick and you have to keep him in your side. Third pick would be Raymond Reifer. Raymond Reifer has also proved himself with the West Indies team but not had too much of game time off late, so he'd want to prove himself and get back into that main team. Then on to the bowlers. For me, the first pick is Oli Edward Robinson. He has been a revelation in the Ashes, I believe one of their best bowlers alongside James Anderson, so you have to keep him in the team. He also is handy with the bat. On to the second pick, Leach, the spinner. He is going to be really effective on these pitches, especially if they do hold their own but fall apart in the second half of the games. So yes, he can be really important for you. And the third pick from here is going to be Preston McSween. Preston McSween is not as much of a known name, but he's known to swing that ball into the left and the right handers, so he can be really effective for you. So this is my dream team for today. Go make your team now on the Nostra Pro app. Also, remember to use the code Nostra Fantasy Preview to get 100% cash back on your first deposit. Go make your team now.